most famous icons, at least in his mind, of the video gaming world is finally getting his own game on the PSP system. And it's about time.
Okay, baby, I'll play along.
Ever since the first Jak and Daxter game, actually, people have been wanting to play Daxter and to play as Daxter. He's, in my mind, the best character in the series.
I mean, Daxter was this fantastic character, and he kind of had to ride around on Jak's shoulder for an awful long time. And now he sort of gets to take center stage.
Just give me the bug juice, Pops, and make it a double. I'll hose down every creepy crawly that moves.
Daxter is definitely a wiseacre. That was always kind of a contrast with Jak, who's more serious. Daxter's more crazy and fun-loving, and that's how the Daxter PSP is built.
It takes extra artistic effort to create a new and improved version of a familiar character, even if that character sees himself as pretty perfect already.
Everything with more than 2 legs start trembling, because the Daxternator is in the building.
I wanted to bring in a little more flavor because we needed Daxter to be on his own, to look great on his own now that he's without Jak. For example, we added a fur on Daxter, which was one of the great things that actually brought, Daxter to a different level.
Daxter for PSP finds our intrepid hero on a search and rescue mission. After Jak was imprisoned at the end of the first installment of the Precursor trilogy, Daxter spent most of his time planning an escape for his heroic partner, mostly in bars. But now it's time to take action. Besides, he had to rescue him in time for Jak too.
Jak, hang on, buddy.
The story in that game is what happens in the last week or so of Daxter going to save Jak, which is the first thing we see in Jak 2.
Well, the first problem that Daxter has is he needs a job. He is out of money. He's not really a very focused individual in a lot of ways. So he ends up scoring a job as a bug exterminator.
As you follow Daxter on the job, some familiar and not so familiar faces pop up in all sorts of locations in this full-size platformer.
The characters in the Daxter PSP game are mostly new. So there's Osmo, who is Daxter's boss.
Your extermination company. Let me get right to brass tacks, young man. I need someone like you. Someone with your ingenuity.
That's me.
And there's Taryn, who's kind of his competition, but also his love interest, and you know how that goes.
And you're too scruffy to be a creeper. So, what's your game?
I could ask you the same. Sweet cheeks.
And also, a really fun character in the game is Simon, who's Osmo's son, who's a dude.
Thanks, dude.
Welcome, dude.
Dude!
To develop Daxter, we actually used just as much resources as any PlayStation 2 title. The game in total has close to 20 levels. You get to go to places like the brewery and all these places around the city that you didn't get to see in the Jak games. You basically get, the story, the cutscenes, all the high-quality animation, the high production values, all in a handheld game and all in a smaller package, but without any compromises whatsoever.
As Daxter ventures and battles through this world, check out his cool new moves and even cooler weapons and combo attacks.
There are two things about Daxter that we really wanted to emphasize in how he moves and how you control him. We made sure that Daxter can get down on 4 feet and sneak past enemies, or he can climb walls on 4 feet. The second thing is Daxter's kind of crazy. And so the moves that he does have to have a certain amount of craziness to it. He gets really enthusiastic.
Lest Dax forget, the main mission is to save Jak, but it's so easy to get sidetracked. There are precursor orbs and skull gems to collect, secrets to discover, and levels to unlock. And at long last, Daxter rules the world. In his dreams.
We created some really, really challenging and neat mini-games based on the idea of Daxter taking a nap and dreaming that he's something fantastic.
Well, the dream levels was a chance for Daxter to fall asleep and become the hero he's never been.
I know Kung Fu.
As Daxter will tell you, small things come in great packages. No, it's great things come in small packages. Anyway, this is a great game for the PSP.
Daxter is really the first game on the PSP that gives you a full-blown action platform game experience on a handheld.
It was a huge undertaking. I think it was greater than we ever imagined it was going to be. It's been our whole life pretty much for 2 years with every guy in this place. Has poured everything he had into this game.
Daxter is going to be, a really big milestone on PSP to show what the platform really can do, and I think it's going to surprise people.
And it's a blast. It's been a blast to develop a game for Daxter because he's such a fantastic character, and it'll be a blast to play it as well.
See you later. Over and out. 10-4 or whatever.